joining me again today. I hope you enjoyed watching me harvest onions. And if you haven't already, hit the like and subscribe button, please. That really helps. And I want to end this video with a little bit of challenge and encouragement to you. You know, as I harvest onions at harvesting time, it reminds me of how in Ecclesiastes chapter 3 it talks about there is a time to plant and there is a time to harvest. And then in Luke 10, when Jesus was sending out the 72 disciples, he told them the harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. And pray to the Lord, ask him to send out more harvesters. And as I garden and see that I have a window of time that I have to operate within, you know, it shows me that how important it is, how vital it is to work within the time of what is now. So if, you know, and I need to know what time within what the Lord's doing it is right now, or I need to know what the Lord is doing in this time. That's a better way to say it. So that I'm operating within his time, because if it's time to harvest and I don't want to harvest, I'll lose the harvest. If I don't harvest those onions, they will stay in the ground and rot, and I'll lose that. You know, so I have to operate within the time when it's time for gardening. There's a time window for planting, there's a window for harvesting, there's a window for different crops. So I have to know those times and operate within that, otherwise I won't get the harvest. And so in the kingdom of God, if he says it's time to plant and I don't want to, well, then I'm losing the potential harvest. And then when it's time to harvest, if I don't want to spend my time focusing on what's needed, then I'll lose the harvest. So when I need to harvest those onions, I have to make it a priority in my time to do that. And so it just challenges me, and I hope it can challenge you to think, wow, what is God doing now that if I don't move and operate in that, I will lose this time? You know, what is God doing in my life? What is he doing in my world, in my culture? What is his timing? And am I working with inside that, or am I doing my own thing? And doing my own thing will miss out on the eternal harvest. And I would say that that is more important than doing my thing today. You know, in gardening, there's certain times that I'm needing to plant, and then certain times I need to harvest, and I know roughly on the calendar when that lands. And I would never, if I want a harvest, I would never plan a vacation during those times. It's not the time to have a break, it's a time to work. So I just want to challenge you, know what time it is. You know, I do think we are coming into the last days, so I would think that we do need to be working at this time. So press into the Lord and find out what you should be doing right now, and let's do it. Let's do it together. You know, I want this YouTube channel to encourage you to do, not just have something that, you know, feeds us couch potatoes, but gets us up and doing. So what is the Lord having you do now? Let's do it. Let's do it together, and let's advance his kingdom. So I hope this video has encouraged you to live fully surrendered and for the kingdom of God.